Greetings, Marsh here, and welcome to episode 41 of my modded Factorio playthrough. I believe we have some radars to replace. Yeah, we've got a radar sitting in our inventory. I think that was the one that was in the middle of the factory, and we can upgrade that. We're also going to want to make sure we can upgrade the other ones. It looks like we've got a reasonable amount in our inventory here. I'm just going to pick up some iron. It's going to take quite a few poles. Let's make 50 big poles here. Looks like we're short on steel. Alright. Yeah, the craft time's quite long because of all that copper cable. But, let's go for a walk. Where to start? Let's go to the top left. As far as how far, this little thing right here seems pretty good. It's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere, and it's a 45-degree angle. It seems like a good spot to go. So we'll just pick up poles on the way. There she is. Let's upgrade it to tier 2. And let's walk out even farther. It's cool how the Alien Biomes mod makes it so the different materials you walk on changes your walking speed. So besides just being pretty, the different terrain actually does have an impact on your player and how fast you move. It's pretty cool. Alright, finally made it. That took a while. So let's plop the radar down, just right there. And let's start walking back. And if you didn't know, if you place a power pole and then just hold the left mouse button, it will automatically place them at the maximum distance that the wire reach can do. And in the event there was like a tree or something that was in the way of the ideal spot, it'll place it at the last available ideal slot. It works pretty good. Sometimes it's a little buggy and it won't place it. It'll make that noise. So if you ever hear that noise when you're placing them, you know, walk back and see what happened. But you see, you can walk through a bunch of trees and they still kind of properly place. There we go. We made it. Of course, now I have to walk all the way back again, placing lamps. I mean, you don't have to place the lamps, but if you're driving around in your vehicle at full speed, you know, and it's at night, you're not going to see this thing before you just crash into it. It's just going to be annoying. So by placing lights down, you'll know if you're driving around and you see light that you need to slow down because there's something in front of you that you could crash into. That's kind of the way that I treat these lights when I'm placing outposts like this. Also, I like to chop down rocks whenever I see them. Not that they're valuable, but they cause a lot more damage to your vehicle than trees do if you crash into them. So I like to get rid of them if I can see them. So you see the difference in radar coverage that the Mark II has compared to Mark I. It's much larger. And it also scans faster, so although the electricity drain is much higher for the Mark II, you see it's 450 compared to 300. The amount of area that it searches actually makes up for it, so it's still cheaper to use the big one, considering how much space it covers. And now for the long walk back again. You could put a stone path down here to make the walking go faster, but it's probably more trouble than it's worth because very rarely would we ever actually walk up to the radar station, so I don't really see any advantage to placing bricks down at this point. So one thing I thought of is that we're going to need to kill these biters here to move this radar station down, because presumably it's going to be somewhere on the coast here. I'd like to put it further, but it doesn't look like it's gonna, you know, we're gonna be able to reach because there's water in the way. But that's going to put it pretty close to these biters, so we're going to need some ammo to kill them. Right now we have only 79, and that's not really enough. For Bob's enemies, it takes quite a bit of shooting to kill them, so that's not really going to do it. We're going to need to construct some more, and making ammo by hand is quite time-consuming, so it's something you want to take care of ahead of time. Question is how much? Well, we can make this 50. And we're short on iron? Yes. Then short on steel, it looks like, as well. Full inventory, of course. Well, hopefully not too much longer when we have the tool belt. But we can clear out some of the stuff. We can put the power poles in there since we're never going to use them ever again. I can make the inventory slightly smaller by upgrading these outdated machines. Like we can upgrade to yellow inserters here and get rid of those burners. Make them disappear. We can get rid of the burner drills with standard drills. Looks like we just ran out of motors for that. Hey, tool belt. Alright, look at that. So much more space. Now we can place things down. Let's see. I kind of like to do... Let's move this out of the way. I like to have the belts on the side here, and in the middle, put the 3 different sizes of pipes that are the best available. So the small pipes are the bronzes, which we can put here. The stones are our best big pipes, which we can put over here. And let's manufacture some steel pipes here. And I guess I can put the box right there, the light right there. And how about the power poles right there? Seems pretty good. One kind of annoying thing about not having your inventory completely sorted or your tool belt is that random machines find their way in there, which is a little annoying. Might as well complete upgrading all these machines here, just to clear out the inventory a little bit. There we go, and we could upgrade these stone furnaces to steel furnaces. Okay, and the tinned copper wire and the electronics components, neither of which we need in our inventory, so we can just kind of get rid of them. Load up on resources. Okay, we still don't really have enough ammo. I kind of want more. Let's make 200. 200 in total should be enough, I think. Or maybe not. Depends on how much biter killing we do. I'll grab some copper, and that should be enough. There we go. I'll go with that. And since I'm thinking about it, how about let's go kill some biters? Alright, that is the power pole. Going to the radar, we won't need that anymore. There's the radar station and the turrets which protected us while we had biter nests closer. Surprisingly enough, that other biter nest hasn't come by yet. That seems new. I imagine that I would have destroyed that previously. So let's get rid of all of those basic ammo magazines with the armor-piercing ones. Alright, let's go kill some biters. Where are they? Ooh, some rocks. Okay. Don't let them get away and cause problems in the factory like they did before. Come back! Come back! Is that reinforcement? Nope, that's just... I think he got lost. That's a pretty small base here. It's only one nest, so it must be pretty new. Job complete. The question is where to put this radar. Kind of depends. I like to have them in a square, so it depends on where this guy goes. See, if that is level up here, then it seems like this area would be a good spot to put that radar. So then straight down, it looks like this area right here. And then there's some biters over here, which probably almost certainly are going to be in the way. So probably should go kill them. See, these rocks are everywhere. And they're hard to see, too, so it can be pretty easy to crash into them with your vehicle if you aren't paying attention. But you tend not to be because they go pretty fast. There they are. Is that a bigger one? It's not too big, but it's going to take quite a bit of ammo. Gotta make sure you focus on the spitters first, because they do a lot more damage than the biters do. They're also a lot easier to kill. I want to try to stay out of range of the turrets there. I don't know what those are called. Though I might not have a choice. I don't know if I can hit this last nest without those things shooting at me. Oh, yes I can. Oh, there's the reinforcements. Oop, here they come again. I don't want those guys finding their way back to the base. I can see you behind the trees. Thought you could get away. Do we need to kill that base right there? It is uncomfortably close. So I think the answer is yes. Let's get some fish. No! That's funny, they're all on the beach. Hopefully I don't lose that. Oh. There we go. Just needed to move things around a little bit. There we go. So this can go here. Where's the pipes at? It's not there. Wonder if I didn't make one, or I made them in the wrong order. Oh well. Let's get the biters first. Deal with that later. Oh yeah, that's a bigger nest for sure. Whoa! Spitters! Is there gonna be enough ammo here? I don't know, maybe not. Let's make some more, just to be sure. Make all of it. Come back. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, that was close. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Man, those spitters are vicious. Whew. It's a good thing I made that ammo. I think we would have run out if I hadn't made more. Pick up the biter orbs. Alright, with that done, I think we're pretty safe to place the radar. I don't think it's going to need any walls or turrets or anything like that. Oh, isn't it cool how the infinite ores glow at night? It's a pretty neat effect. Infinite bobmodium. Let's see. Where does the radar go? So this one's going to be somewhere here, so probably just somewhere right here. Should be good. Okay. Did I not make another steel pipe, or am I just not seeing it, or did I forget to make one? Okay. It's on the list. It's being made. So let's put this right there. There it is. Okay. Done. Alright, let's walk back. Let's see. Are we going to walk mostly straight up? Mostly. I'm not going to worry about anything over that patch since we're not going to be actively mining it right now. I'm not worried if the power line is right on top of it. So you see, definitely, even when you're going through a thick forest, it places it at the last available spot. It could place it if you hold the button down. There we go. And make the walk again and place all the lights down. There we go. Pretty good. Looks like we just got 2 more radars to replace. Now that we're back at the base, we can fill up on our resources and clear out any of this junk. Yeah, it's quite a bit of junk. Is that full? That's close enough to full, or we should probably build another one. I don't have any room for it right now. Well, I guess I could have placed it down there. Oh well. Alright, get rid of the poles. All this stuff looks pretty good, so we just need to get rid of this, the geodes and the bio products. Alien artifacts. Ooh, that inventory is almost full. Let's upgrade. There we go. Now we could do the barreling pump and try to barrel it, but all those barrels are kind of expensive and they don't really hold that much, so unless we're actively moving the resources, I tend to prefer... Let's see if I can replace that with a better one. I tend to prefer to just place another storage tank. And if I have a whole bunch of storage tanks lined up in a row, then take that as a hint that that's a byproduct I need to be managing, rather than just putting it in a barrel and, you know, making it become even more of a problem. Are we good on hydrogen? Nope. Yep, you can tell those are full because the oxygen is not full. So we need another hydrogen tank. And fortunately with hydrogen, we're going to have a lot of it sitting around for quite a while until we have some processing to get rid of those byproducts. The reason why I'm holding on to hydrogen specifically is that we can make plastic with it, so I don't want to throw it away. Looks like we need some copper. There we go. How many of these to make? Let's make another 25, I guess. Need some lights. Okay, that seems pretty good. I think we can go for a walk. Here's our other outpost. Looks like that means we have some ammo to upgrade. Can we afford it? It looks like it. Alright, we finally made it. Is this a good spot? Seems pretty close, so that might be better for it to be on this side. So I guess I'll place it there. Wonder if that could reach across that gap. Really nice if it could. Looks like it. There we go. Looks like it's more or less straight down from here. Looks like I forgot a light over here. Can we reach it from over here? Yes. There we go. So we might need a few more poles. Oh, we've got tons of resources, so I'm not really worried. Nothing worse than walking all the way down there to place something just to find out that you're 3 poles short and you have to walk all the way back just for a little bit more resources. Alright, how much further down to go? Well, let's see, down here. Yeah, right around here seems pretty good. Alright, I think this is the spot. Yeah, looks pretty close to where it should be, so let's place it. Let's upgrade that last radar we're not going to need. And let's place a lot of poles going back. Just barely, but made it. Phew. Finally got them all. Looks like they're almost square, too. Oh well. The farther the radars go out, the less square things are going to be, so I think I'm just going to have to let that go. Now that we're back at our base, before we get back to working on the belt, there's some other improvements we can do. Since we have access to these big power poles, we can get rid of these lines of small poles and replace them with a big one. Mainly just to try to think ahead to the future. Put power out to all these guys. It's mainly thinking ahead to the future because once we have a car, when we're driving it around, we're gonna like be crashing into things. What does that pole not reach all the way? Guess not. There we go. If those lines, narrow lines of power poles are there, they're going to be very difficult to drive through without crashing into them and breaking things. And it's just going to happen over and over again and get really annoying. So it's better now to pick up these power lines. Just try to future-proof them a little bit. It's a little messy with like lines going everywhere, but that's okay. How does that not work? Oh, because it was not reaching here. Okay, so we can, looks like we don't need these. And can we place it right there? Like right there? Yes. Just to make it a little more car friendly for the future. So we don't really need to replace any of that. This kind of. Instead, it might be easier just to connect these over here. It's like a double power pole business going on here. I think it's because the one wouldn't reach. But that one should. Let's put a power pole here, and then a power pole up there. There we go. I mean, in some places there's just going to be a mess of poles. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. I'm just trying to clean it up as best I can without going nuts. See, something like this is obviously something that can be improved on. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's see, we've got a little crossy bit right there. So still need to connect these. Like up here. I don't know though, I might actually be driving in that slot. Let's do that. I don't know, it still seems kind of close. It's going to become more and more spaghetti before you know it. Surprised there's no lights there. Oh yes, and right here. See, I think there were some poles near the steam engines that we could take care of. Just noticed over here that these boxes are full. Looks like we need to empty them out. Our inventory is going to be full in a second. Yep. Let's see, there's kind of a pole mess right here. So can this be bridged with one of these? Probably, if this one is upgraded. If that one is upgraded, then they should reach. Right there. But it's a little in a weird spot. I think it'll be okay. Just need to remove them. It's powering those inserters, so technically the two different power sources are powering this, but oh, I know why. It's not showing any power connection because the whole factory is disconnected. I was wondering why it wasn't showing much getting used. But if we place this there, and then right there, I guess those lights are a little close. They don't need to be there. Now it should be good. There we go. Let's see, we can kind of replace all of these. See, that's already powering it, so it doesn't need that anymore. Oh, it's not, yeah, that's not gonna work, because it's, oh yeah, that is definitely not gonna work. Let's see, because this has to cross over. It's kind of the problem with this steam battery setup here, is that it can be very complicated wiring. There we go. And then this. Since they are right on top of each other, it's a little hard to tell, but that should be it. So we have our 10 inserters. Yep, and 2 offshore pumps. And this is just everything else. Yes, that should be good. Oh yeah, we had some boxes we need to clear out at the lead and tin production. There we go, that should be inventory cleared out. That's all the time we have for this episode, so I'll see you later.